Her temple was built in the grounds of the Temple of Ramses III at Medinet Habu. Her beautifully decorated temple is where her priests, priestesses, and followers could leave offerings for her spirit. This is the temple for Amenirdis. You can see her repeated several times. Her name in a cartouche repeated over and over, Amenirdis. The god's wife, shown here, Amenirdis, as Mut repeated on either side. Many scenes in the temple show Amenirdis on her journey to meeting Osiris. The temple inscriptions call this place the House of Eternity of Amenirdis. She is shown in both her spirit and soul form in the temple. She also shows her adoptive mother and her adopted daughter, helping her prepare for the journey to the next life. Amenirdis' adoptive mother, Shepenupet. The high priestess pouring out water over her adopted daughter from Nubia. Amenirdis cleansing her to become the god's wife, training her to be the ruler of Thebes in the 25th Nubian Dynasty. Yet harking back to a tradition by the god's wife and pharaoh Hatshepsut, but embracing elements of Sobek Neferu, Amenirdis makes a bold statement. She shows herself dressed in male clothing, yet retaining her female body. This was to demonstrate that she was as powerful as an Egyptian king, yet at the same time she was a noble Nubian woman. On this same scene, she is accompanied by the god of wisdom, Thoth, and the leader of the dead, Anubis. They are leading her to her divine afterlife. The center of the temple would have housed a statue of her spirit, or Ka as they called it. This is where each day the next god's wife would come to give her thanks. But this house of eternity contains no burial chamber. The outside of the temple may provide clues. She was in fact buried under her temple. Her mummified body was placed in a subterranean chamber along with many of her beautiful grave goods. Today, Amenirdis' body and artifacts are housed at the Vatican. Her elaborate burial tells us that she was buried in Egyptian tradition. Her mummy was placed inside a set of nested wooden coffins.